welcome to a Sidequest episode of Game Pass Grab Bag, the news and updates. So this is a test. We're going to see if anybody really wants this, but we figure we can drop this episode randomly, maybe one or two a month, giving quick updates of Game Pass, maybe games that are coming out, games we're looking forward to. I'm your hardcore gamer, Andrew. With me, our moderate gamer, Keith.
Hello.
And Liz the Noob.
Hey, guys.
And so we figured we'd give you a quick update on some news and happenings on Game Pass. So first thing I wanted to bring up, if you have missed it, your console may have got an update, and it's limited to some regions. I think it's only in like 5 countries. America.
I thought it was like everywhere
Canada.
except for Brazil. I thought I read.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, I think it's everywhere except for Brazil.
Sorry, Brazil.
They said it's coming soon. But basically, Cloud Play is now available on the Xbox console. If you have not seen this update, go to your settings and go to the console tab, and there is a section that says check for updates for console. So you just might need to do that. But with Cloud Play now available, this is also, I think, for Game Pass Ultimate subscribers. Should also give that caveat. You can just pick a game, press A, and it boots up in Cloud Play, which actually runs on Series X hardware. So, Keith, have you tried the new Cloud Play?
I have, and I love it. It is so smooth. It's so easy. So I've definitely dabbled with the Cloud Play on my phone when they made that available, and that was all fine and well. But now being able to just pick up and play any game I want, I fired up Halo, and I was playing within 3 minutes. And no need to download, no muss, no fuss, no worrying about my storage space. I was good to go.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Because the great thing, too, is it's running off of Series X servers. So there's a handful of games that only are available on the Series X. So maybe now we can actually start reviewing some of them. Most importantly, Riftbreaker. Since I have the Series X, I'm the only one who played that game, and I really love it. So hopefully we get to cover that soon.
I have not played it yet, but I did confirm I can boot into Riftbreaker, and it works.
That is awesome.
Oh, cool.
So if you're someone who has yet to get one of the new Series consoles, you might just want to check out the Cloud Play. I did not have any latency issues. Did you, Keith?
I noticed on some games, and I didn't really play much Halo. I tried a little bit of like the tutorial because I didn't want to just jump right into an online game with it. But I noticed a couple times on like some of the cut screens, there'd be a little bit of jitters, and a couple times where I was playing some other games, it would do the same, like maybe a little mini judder, or I did get kicked out once or twice. But honestly, I just hit A and it like reconnected me and I was fine. And it's still in beta, so they call it a beta, I guess. But as it stands right now, if this is just the beta and it's going to get better, then it's going to be awesome. Or it's going to continue to be awesome, I should say.
Yeah, it's so great because also, too, you don't have a lot of hard drive space. And so if you're like, I don't know if I want to waste the hard drive space to play this game, you literally can just try it a little bit in Cloud Play. And like Keith, you mentioned, when you play for like an hour, it gives you a pop-up.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you're enjoying this game a little. Do you want to install it instead of running on our servers? Please? They don't say
me of like the Netflix pop-up where it's like, hey, you still watching TV?
Yeah, are you sure you're not just dead over there? Like,
Which you just point out they have the "Don't Ask Me Again" for that.
Yeah, Netflix. Which is, I
don't
know.
Go Netflix. It only took you how many years of people asking for this simple feature? Thanks for that.
All right, but to give a real quick of games that just recently came out this month, we have Next Space Rebel, which is. I have actually played a little bit on the Cloud Play with this game. It's really kind of weird. It reminds me of Kerbal Space Station, where you are trying to be a YouTuber creating rocket ships, and eventually you're trying to develop your own internet by sending a rocket ship up there and creating your own internet. Really kind of weird, but I've actually been enjoying it a little bit. XO1, which is a calming, relaxing flight simulator. Like you're this little space ball that is traveling between planets and trying to discover these lost astronauts. It is super relaxing. You have Fae Tactics, which is a top-down, grid-based tactic RPG. You have Undungeon, which, Keith, I know you played a little bit of.
I did. It's kind of cool because I thought it was going to be maybe like roguelike-ish. So, it's already got my hook there. Maybe I just haven't died yet. I played for probably like an hour and a half or so, and it's a lot of fun. It seems more like a dungeon crawler. I find like you're just picking up a lot of items. You have all these different gear slots you can fill out, and it was kind of neat from what I played. I would go back.
How it got its name, Undungeon?
I guess.
Then you have My Friend Pedro, which is actually a returning game, but My Friend Pedro is a 2D shooter.
I thought that had been on here before.
Yeah. And then last, you have Mortal Shell, which is essentially, everyone just keeps describing it as a Dark Souls clone, but it's an American-made studio, and so it's a bit more refined. But we have games coming soon that I wanted to get your guys' input on. First up, we have Before We Leave, which actually comes out November 23rd, so I guess when this airs, it probably is already out. But Before We Leave is a city builder. It's more of a planet builder. You're controlling a civilization, and you're growing the civilization and eventually getting them into a rocket and going to another planet. Does this pique any of you guys' interest?
It looked good, but when it comes to like outer space building and stuff, I'm usually bad. But this looked more like
peaceful.
Yeah, it didn't look like you were. Are you collecting like the ingredients that you need to build the city, or is it just?
Yeah,
like
but I don't think like you need to manage people. Like it didn't look like people were dying or there's like war. Like you had to like keep people alive.
Yeah, because I saw the trailer. I clearly already forget it, but I feel like it's so hit and miss with me for these types of games that I'm intrigued. I'm not like super excited, but it looks like it could be good.
For me, I love management games, so I'm all about this.
Sometimes they stress me out.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's in general, I don't know why, but I feel stressed out when I play these types of games. Like I'm just not doing it right. And so I don't tend to do very well with like city manager type of games. It kind of looked neat. It seemed like it could be fun, but I don't know if it'll be something that'll draw a ton of my attention outside of an episode, I guess.
See, for me, I love management games, so I'm not super excited for it but it looks like an easier time. So I'm like, I actually wouldn't mind playing that probably for cloud play.
Maybe a nice
that's probably
relaxing
something. Yeah, that's probably something I'll like dabble with work. But there is another management game coming out, another kind of city management game, and that's Evil Genius 2.
I saw the trailer for that way back when. That seemed like it could be kind of fun.
I'm looking forward to that one. That one looks like it's like kind of comical, but also not. I don't know. It looks fun. I never played the first one, but there was another one where you played a bad guy that was on Games for Gold. It was Dungeons 3, and that's like the same thing where you're playing like an evil overlord and you're creating this evil dungeon and creating minions and sending them out. So yeah, Evil Genius kind of looks like it's a little bit like that.
It looked dark because at one point it was like you can keep your minions happy or you can use other measures, and you just see him like shoot a guy. I'm just like, oh dang, I don't know if I could do that in a video game. I don't know about that.
I know you ridiculed me when I killed the dog and into the pit, or no, not into the pit. I don't know why I thought it was
Procession to Calvary.
Procession to Calvary. That's it. Thank you.
Or you tried to kill the lion? You mean?
Yeah.
You cruel, cruel jerk. It's been a while since I watched the trailer, to be honest. Is it like a reverse tower defense almost? Like you said,
I think so.
like sending minions out.
You do have to because you have to defend your lair.
Okay.
So yeah, there is like a defense aspect to it.
That just brings me back to the good old days of Warcraft 3. Some of those like tower defense games, those are always fun. I could get on board with that.
But the other game that is coming out November 23rd is Deeer Simulator. Now, I know, Keith, you actually posted this on a Twitter.
Yeah.
How excited are you for Deeer Simulator?
I mean, I think it looks pretty awesome. I think it was actually Javier who posted it on our
Oh,
Facebook.
Really?
Maybe I posted it on Twitter.
I don't know. I'm thinking of a different game you posted.
Oh, yeah.
Does your character, like, does the deer move kind of like in Human Fall Flat? I was kind of confused about the way it was moving.
I think so. So for me, this game looks similar to Goat Simulator.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, this game looks a little more wild than Goat Simulator, which is impressive because anyone who's played Goat Simulator, you literally are just like this awful goat that just headbutts people off of cliffs. At one point, you can actually summon Satan as a goat. Yeah, so Deer Simulator, it just looks insane. Apparently, at one point, you become a robot. You use your antlers and get guns. It looks wild. But yeah, it's supposed to be like a third-person adventure game.
Yeah.
So what is the objective for this deer?
You're just simulating a deer, I think.
Yeah, it's how a deer normally lives its life, right?
Yeah.
Not in the city.
Don't worry.
I don't.
Up here in the north, the deer are crazy. They have all kinds of guns on their antlers. That's why people hunt them with guns. You got to have a fair fight. Not going out there bare-fisted.
Next up, unfortunately, this game does not have, as far as I could see, I could not see release date yet for Game Pass. But I know we at least have one friend who's very excited. But we have Lawnmower Simulator.
For all the King of the Hill fans, that people like love their lawns. That's because for me, it's like you're not farming. I tried to do one of the like electric mowers when I was a kid, and I did a real bad job, and I never did it again. And then I want to know if they have a push mower. You know, I can do a push mower.
You have the option for push mower.
I don't
You
know
have to
if
like
you
keep
can
pushing the
push.
triggers to push.
It's so hard.
So the funny thing about lawn mowing simulator to me is it actually sounds kind of interesting because it talks about like you're building up your lawn mowing business into like a big landscaping, you know, all these things.
Okay. I was curious about that because I'm like, under Farm Simulator, I understand because you're actually doing a business.
Yeah,
So
that's your business.
Lawnmower Simulator, they do it is a business?
Yeah, you're building like a landscape company.
Okay, that makes more sense to me.
Okay.
You're not
Because,
just
I mean,
mowing a lawn.
If
Just
you're
your own lawn.
successful, you can that can be very profitable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I guess there's a lot of controversy. I did some digging. There is some controversy around this game. Apparently, some of the things aren't quite real to life. You know, some of the way the grass grows isn't quite right. There's all kinds of things. There's some issues with this game. So if you're a true lawn
This is a
mowing
hard pass for me
enthusiast, I might say you might want to give this one a pass in advance from what I've seen, or do your research. See
Do
if it's
they
really for
know
you.
what kind of grass is growing though? There's so many different types of grass, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, grass people. They know
They
they know
know.
their grass.
We have a friend who is a big
I
grass
wonder if
They're
people
Kentucky
are, like-
blue versus their
the Georgia.
yeah. Wow, you knew a second grass. I couldn't think of a second one.
But I wonder if people are gonna play this and be like, "Oh, I want that lawnmower," and all like the sales are gonna go up for certain companies.
It's like Forza Horizon for lawnmower people. Like, oh man, I've always wanted to try this out, but I've never had the opportunity to get that double wide.
Yeah.
I mean, if we don't play that, I'll be fine. That's
Oh.
all I'm saying.
Ooh, so someone wants to request that for Liz. So up next, this game finally has it does have a release date now. I remember it's been talked about a while since E3, but the Gunk, that is coming out December 16th. So you can look forward to that next month.
What is that?
The Gunk is a third person. You are an astronaut that lands on a off-world planet that is covered in this mysterious gunk that is kind of progressing and spreading throughout the planet. And I do believe you're trying to remove the gunk and find pieces of your ship to repair it. But it's like a third-person survival action game.
I think it looks pretty cool.
Is it like cartoony?
A little bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say I feel like you couldn't have like a super serious like good graphics space game called The Gunk. It would feel goofy. It needs to be a bit cartoony.
But unfortunately, that's it for what I have for December. So once the Xbox announces what they're actually coming out in December, we'll probably create another episode like this that's real quick. Just make some announcements. But there is actually some heavy rumors of some other big major hit games coming out. So there is a possible rumor that Cyberpunk 2077 is coming to Game Pass. And I don't know about you guys, but I am stoked. I actually bought that game, but I literally haven't had time to play it. And now that it's finally been out for a while, majority of the patches and everything, like the game is in a much more stable spot. I cannot wait for Cyberpunk
Yeah, because
2077.
wasn't there controversy when it first came out?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
it was
it was
real
Really
broken.
buggy. But I mean, Keanu Reeves is in it, and so I would play it.
Yeah, I don't know. I was not interested in it, and
Really?
yeah, I don't. And it's weird because it kind of feels like it would be sort of my style of game. But I don't know. Just it didn't appeal to me when it came out. I don't know that I'm more excited about it now, but I mean, if we're gonna play it, I'll give it a shot. And obviously, it's kind of what we do around here. But oddly enough, yeah, I guess I'm not overly excited about it. I'm more just like, at least I'll finally get a chance to try it because I wasn't gonna buy it.
Because there's a lot of story in it, right?
Yes.
I feel like it looks very interesting. I saw the trailer for it, and he's talking about, how everybody wants to live in the city, even though it's like the worst in America. And I don't know. I think it could be very interesting.
So for people who don't know, Cyberpunk 2077 is a first-person RPG, and it's from the creators who did The Witcher. So if you are a fan of that
Oh.
series, yeah, you may
Keith,
like it.
you don't like RPGs, right?
I do and I don't. I have a weird love-hate with them.
I feel like you're usually in like the 70 to 80 range with them.
It
I
depends.
could be wrong.
'Cause they're
Don't
story
do the
heavy.
math, guys.
80s.
Yeah.
I feel like 80s pretty good for me though.
And then the other big heavy rumor, once again, not yet confirmed, but this one's pretty close to being confirmed. But there's a good chance that the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, so the 3 games that just recently came out that were remastered, there's a very good chance it is coming to Game Pass. Well, EA Play Game Pass. So I guess at one point it was listed in the Xbox Store and it had the Game Pass symbol on it, but then it was quickly removed after like a day. So I think there's a very good chance that it is coming out.
Have I played any of those?
No. And if it is coming out, the original Mass Effect games have been on Game Pass. I've been tempted to have you guys play it because Mass Effect is one of my favorite series. I absolutely love those games.
I played
Maybe
a
we'd
good
have
chunk
to
of the
play
first
one then.
Yeah, I played a good chunk of the first one. Like I bought it back on 360. But yeah, I can't say that I remember a ton of it very much. I question about what about Stardew Valley? Like, isn't that supposed to come out? Have they not officially?
Oh, that is true. So no, Stardew Valley is officially coming out. Game Pass tweeted it. Even the creators of Stardew Valley tweeted it, saying that it is coming to Game Pass. But yes, unfortunately, there is still no release date. So they originally said it was coming out in the fall, but fall's quickly ending here.
Is there a
and there's
release
still no
date
word.
for his new game?
No. So
That
I
game was
heard
kind of
there's
fun though.
Yeah, his new game coming out. Anyone who doesn't know, Concerned Ape is the creator. It's just this one guy. He has another game coming out in maybe the same universe. It's not fully confirmed, but the art style looks very similar. It's called The Haunted Chocolate Factory?
Chocolatier?
Chocolatier, that's right. And yeah, you are essentially, it's like Stardew Valley, but instead you're running a chocolate factory. And I guess, yeah, there's rumor that it's supposed to take place in the same universe as Stardew Valley.
Because I feel like it'd be good if Stardew Valley came out before the game, obviously. Because then people play Stardew and they're like, this Graham's Gate.
This Graham's Gate.
It's Graham.
This game's great. And then they'd want to...
No one can take you serious now.
I know.
But anyway.
You're not even going to let me redo it? You're going to
Nope.
keep that in there?
Yep, going to keep that in there. Enjoy. All right, everyone. But we just wanted this to be a quick episode. So this is some news that we have. And like I said, we would love your feedback. If you want us to do more of this, if you want us to do some news updates every once in a while, please let us know. We'll also be taking a look at our downloads. But we're going to wrap it up here. Expect a new episode coming up this Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.